Hey guys, good morning. How is everybody feeling? It's intense out there, isn't it? So I came on today to do two things. One, let's talk about protection. And two, I'm going to tap in a little bit into the election, which I don't usually do. I'm not usually into talking about politics or lingering there for very long. And Spirit really doesn't want us to either. Think in a positive way. It's more than about these two people. So when I tapped into Trump's energy last night, well, first of all, he has a lot of protection around him. Archangel Michael was the first one. But I was still able to get into his energy, which I usually don't do without someone's permission, but how am I going to get Trump's, McDonald Trump's permission? Borat. McDonald Trump. I'm just kidding. I'm not making fun of anyone. It doesn't matter to me. So this is what's going to happen. So for a couple of weeks I've been getting Biden was going to win, but also there was uncertainty all the way up until the time of inauguration, which I think that's in January. So what they're showing me is, well, first of all, Trump is still very hopeful, because I haven't really looked, and I actually looked this morning a little bit, like one article, part of it, and saw that Biden was still ahead, and Trump is still very hopeful. He's very hopeful, and he's expecting miracles. He's still expecting to win, which I don't think that he will. What's going to happen, I feel it's going to be going into some sort of court. There's going to be another party coming in to decide this, and it's going to, I think, kind of happen all the way up until January. He's going to want to speak when he finds out that he hasn't won, and so it's not going to be the end. No, but listen, I laugh and everything, but there's a lot of forces behind this election. When I tapped into his energy last night, that's what I went to say, is all I smelt was alcohol. And the strong kind, not like a few beers. It was both. Definitely like hardcore alcohol and regular alcohol. So he's stressed out. And Biden is calmer. He is believing that in his compassion, he believes he's doing the right thing. He does. He has good intentions. He's really been I don't know if he knows about manifesting, but I'm getting that he's kind of using that energy of manifesting. The visualizations. He's been trying to see himself as president for a while. That's interesting. That's what I'm getting right now. So, that being said, let's dive into a guidance card for the week ahead, and also protection. Do you guys do protection techniques or protection, energetic protection? I feel like everyone should, because the energies right now, everybody is very angry and very frustrated and suspended in air and time and waiting. You could just sense it, right? Even when you go on your phone, on social media, forget it. Put protection up first. Include everybody in protection. But, you know, I think that grounding is going to be very important every day. And let's see what so our cards here are disruption. Yeah, this is why we're going to need to ground, and also clearing our third eye and crown chakra, because we're definitely picking up a lot of energy, like, and it's so that I'm seeing it like an antenna on top of our heads. And even walking around, driving around, going onto the phone, the computer, the TV even, actually big time the TV. Ooh, and I feel it right here in the solar plexus. It's draining it's draining to the soul for too long, to step out of it. It's going to be important, especially for the next couple of weeks, but also I feel like for the next few months, the energy is going to be just pretty dense. We need to actually try to equalize, balance the energies, light and the dark, the stressful energy with happy energy. So just stepping out of this energy of the election and just, I don't want to say forgetting that it's happening, but kind of, yeah, like just take a break. Like maybe the election is only going to happen when you're on your phone or when you go to check on it, and then put it out of your mind. Like mindfulness is an art form. But once you learn it, it's such an incredible tool. To have your mind completely at peace and still and not thinking about one thing, let alone 5 or 6 or 7. Clarity. So I just feel like we should be using our protection techniques. If you don't have a specific one, or you don't have a specific way to do it, or you're not really sure, reach out to me or comment in the video. I'm going to tell you what I do, and then maybe that'll help. So I will put energetic protection on in the morning. Then I reinforce it throughout the day a few times. So what I mean by this is I will pull the energy in through my head, all the way through my body, down to my feet, hitting the core of the earth, pulling the energy from the earth back up to my head, pulling it back down, anchoring into the earth, pushing outward a giant bubble of protective light. You can envision this in the color. I envision it as blue, and I call in Archangel Michael to hold this bubble. And then after I call him in, this is usually about right when I'm waking up, part of my waking up process. I envision a triangle of mirrors around that bubble that I am in, and those mirrors, triangle with mirrors. The mirrors face outward, so any energy that comes in, it's like a shield. You're basically completely shielding. But really envision those mirrors there, almost see them there. See the sides of the triangle, feel it, and then what I do is I have an archangel on each end of the triangle holding it in place. This is a very specific protection that I channel, but works really well for me. And then I'll have Archangel Metatron above, protecting my mind, all of this up here, soul star chakra. So then I'll reinforce that like midday, just taking a deep breath in, reestablishing that grounding cord, pushing out the light, and reaffirming that the mirror is there and in place. Sometimes I'll spin it and I'll put protective symbols, channel protective symbols on the sides. So really do just what is called to you. You can have Jesus hold your protective bubble. Some people wear a cape, an energetic cape. Archangel Raphael wrapping you in a ribbon from head to toe of his divine light, love, and protection. And then so what I do is, as I'm picking up energy throughout the day, because protection helps, it keeps us protected and mentally and emotionally, and from spiritual energies, physically too, from other people's sicknesses and thoughts, psychic energies. But we want to clear anything that we're picking up, and actually this card, I think we're picking up a lot in our antenna spot, I'll call it our antenna. We're picking up a lot of stuff to clear it. So I post sometimes in Patreon some protection prayers and clearing prayers, but there's one that I always use, and I'll say it here right now. And if you need me to write it down and send it to you, let me know, okay? So this is what I say when I leave anywhere that's extremely energetically crazy, spiritually or emotionally. Okay. I now call upon my team of guides, angels, ascended masters, healers, teachers, and loved ones. Please enter to this present point in time. Enter into my body. Enter into my belongings. Enter into my home and my car, filling it with the highest vibration of love, light, and divine frequency. I call in Archangel Michael to come in and cut out any cords or negative, lower vibrational, or malevolent energies. I thank you for your love, your support, and your frequency. And so it is. In light and love. I saw Archangel Michael in my third eye. That's why I was moving around. So that I'm supposed to bring that forward. You will find it helpful to have validation about your protection. And what I mean is that whole believing is solidifying that protection, making it stronger. So if you can ask Spirit for a sign that you are protected. So for me, I'll see. For some, maybe you'll get like a little dull ringing in your ear from the angels or your angel team. Or maybe you'll see a number sequence right after 777 or 333, something like that. If you have pendulum, you can ask pendulum. If you have oracle cards, you can ask your oracle cards. So I'm gonna jet. I have some things to do today, but I just hope that you're all doing very well and that you're taking very special care of yourselves during this time. Much love and many blessings.